Hello guys, welcome again to my YouTube channel. So today I'll be doing a few recaps based on yesterday up to the evening trades and up to this morning trades, this afternoon trades, okay? It's Big Man again. So make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so that more people, the algorithm will suggest this video to them. And don't forget to share it with your friends, okay? So let me go straight to the point. So yesterday, basically, I did take some trades, and the other one was a Bitcoin sell trade, okay? So now in Bitcoin, let me turn it on. Okay, so this is our Bitcoin, and as you can see, I'll have the entries right there. Okay, so yesterday we did have this situation right here, okay? So I did take a buy from here, and why did I take a sell over here? I can't expose that, but what I can tell you for now is that I can share that thing with you guys in YouTube, okay? That's a private thing and can't expose it. So basically, let me go say just to the point. We did have a market shift, which was a bearish kind over here. Over here. And this is the 1 hour. So after having this market shift, I did notice we have this formation right here. And the market did sell at this point, but I didn't take this point because I was expecting a buy at this point. But yesterday, the market became so dynamic that it showed a selling scenario. And that's why I did have to take out this trade and still holded my trades which were at these points down there. And so by that now, I did have this formation over here. This one. My people know why I am going to mark it right there and not anywhere here or somewhere else. Okay, so this now was my area of liquidity. No, just put it in orange and then I'll lock it. Okay, so the market did show me some criteria on yesterday, so I just take my profits out here because that trade became an intraday. I was expecting it to be a swing, but things changed because always you have to observe the market. The market did give me something else. Okay. So now when you go into the 15-minute, you observe that. Okay, no, nothing. Okay. So now when I did come to this area, this broker is showing stupid. This broker is showing it now. Having this block of bad candles, but okay, I'll try to do with it. Okay, so then after finding, I did see my area of liquidity here and here, but this one was a little bit consumed. And then I did go into the 5-minute to refine and see what can I do. And after just looking, I did say, okay, this is my entry point, and that was my liquidity engineering. I can't expose what type of liquidity engineering, but that was your liquidity engineering. And I was waiting for the market to activate my position. The next time I'll be sharing some screenshot of my active trades and how they are going. So now that was your point to take your entry, but after taking the buy, okay? So now the buy did move. It was at this point, the buy moved 290 something pips. That's correct. And the other buy, there was, yeah, that one, yeah, this buy, okay, right here in the previous video. You can look on the 25th of November. Today is 26th of November. So now you have to wait the market to give you the entry right there. Just being patient is enough, guys. Okay. So now the market activated my entry right there. And now the market is right here. How many pips did the market give us? Now, up to now, there are 600 pips, but I did try to counter this movement over here. I did take a flip here, but as you know, 20 pips, the market stopped me out. It's fine. So 20 pips by minus 600 pips. Just, I have like 600 pips by now. I have to hear now how many? 572 minus 20 is equal to 550. So 550 pips. So still profitable long term. Okay. So one loss is just very small loss here. Now, I won't talk about the actual trading you are taking profits. Okay. I can't expose that. But from what I'm seeing now, let me try to tell you what the take profit. How will it look like? So now, basically, logically, we are in this area. And what I'm observing to see is that in the 1 hour time frame, I can get out. I'm waiting again. I'm going to get out of this trade when the market tries to give me another shift. So the market can't have rejected up to this point. Now, after seeing that, now I have taken 90% of my trade. I've closed the 90%, and I'm lefting the rest of it to just sway to just the flow and see if the market can give me another shift to have a buy trade. Okay. And the other trade which I did take was on GBP. First, I'll talk about the AUDUSD. Everybody loves an Audi car. Okay. If you don't love Audi, man, I don't know, but it's not a super car. It's not some kind of car that you can have to put your eyes on and brag about. Okay. So I did have a trade on this pair. I think it was 3 a.m. maybe. I don't know if it was 3 a.m. or, but forget about it. So now, observing this market can't expose why I traded direct here. Okay. Can't tell you why, but think now when you go into the daily time frame, I did observe there is something here, and after observing, I noticed the market gave me a shift. I'm not going to the weekly time frame now because this is just a recap, okay? So I have my area of liquidity from the, okay, I can't expose this, but this was your area of liquidity from there to here, okay? So now, basically, what you have to do, you have to neglect all these noises around from here coming to here, okay? You have to look. There are certain things you look if you want to, if you are going to take the trade on this area or on this lowest portion of the area right there. There are things which if they are present, the market is not going to come over here. And if they are not, there are two things actually you have to consider. So now I did analyze at that area and I did notice all criteria are missing. So I have to take my trade on this area. So when you go into the 15-minute time frame, I noticed this area of liquidity and I noticed some kind of flip. And so I did went again to the 5 minutes and I did notice something else. So I did mark my entry point over here. Straight up right there. And this was my entry point. Okay. So now, what is the basic thing about this trading style is that you have to be very patient on your market entry. So now I was waiting. As I was waiting, just chilling yesterday, I was chilling. Actually, I didn't take much of a trade. I didn't take the sell one, but I was waiting just for the buy. Okay. So now let me take. So my entry was activated at that point, okay? And it gave me how many pips drawdown? This is 11 pips. So I did put my stop loss 15 pips right there. So by 15 pips, I was totally safe on this entry. Okay, right there. So the market now is light here, and I'm expecting the market to close above this point, okay? And still to go up. So Also, on top of that, we are going to have a shift at this point over here. So now, if you are expecting to see a market shift at that point, you have to be careful to take another continuation of trade going up, okay? So that was the trade taken on AUDUSD. They also had a trade on GBPCAD. Where is it? Okay, this one. Okay. So now, basically, let me remove everything over here and let me show you quickly. So yesterday, the market, on Monday, the market opened with a huge gap, okay? Oh, and we had a shift, we have our market shift over there, okay? So now, after noticing the market shift at that point, I did find out that the market have left me with a liquidity area, with an area of liquidity first. The first one, which I did notice, is my area of liquidity was this one. Can mark it up to there, okay? So now, after noticing that, I did have to be very careful and go into the 15-minute first to see if there is anything I can put my entry on. And after coming right here, I was confused, so I had to go again to 1 minute and see if there are anything which I can use them to put my entry, okay? So basically, if you don't have patience, guys, you are not going to master trading, okay? You have to have a precious amount of patience, okay? So now, after coming here, I did notice some kind of what? What do you see? So I did mark my entry over here, right there. That was your liquidity engineering, okay? So that was your liquidity engineering, and I can't talk much that how and what and why. That was your liquidity engineering, and you have a 15 pips. Because of this pair have a lot of speed, you have to put sometimes a 15 pip and extend it a little bit because of the huge spreads. Maybe if you're having a zero spread account, you are totally safe. So now waiting for that entry and the market activated it, okay? I can't tell you why this became my area of liquidity so fast like that, okay? So that was my first entry again. And after the market did move up to here, I just was patient. I did notice another area of liquidity right there, but that was the entry that I did take. But so far, that was the entry I did take. I didn't take this one over here. I can try to take it, but I didn't take it for my only specific reason. So that now the market have gone how many pips from there up to here? Now these are 200 pips, okay? 200 pips, guys, from such a simple action, okay? And the another trade which I did take was on NZDUSD, but this pair stopped me out in the middle of the night, okay? Now, maybe I should show you NZDUSD. Okay, if I now forget about it, I'll talk about it. I will talk about this one, which I did take a trade on it. So the same structure, same formation, same style, actually, okay? Same structure, same formation, same style. So now this trade, I did take it over here, but this is not exactly what the point. I did take it somewhere, but I'll talk about this entry over here. So now I observed we have a market shift, okay? Well, we had the market shift over here. And this entry, I was activated in the middle of the night, guys, in the middle of the night. So those guys who were asleep didn't take this trade, and most of my students didn't take this trade, okay? So now, this was my shift point right there. And basically I had an inside formation, two inside formations, okay? And a gap, okay? But this gap was filled, as you can see, this gap was filled. So it was a little bit of confusion for guys to traders with no experience. So now I have to cut it up to there. Now I have to move this line. So now when you go into the 15-minute time frame, I noticed there was a liquidity engineering basically at that point. And then I said, okay, so now I have to go into the 5-minute and look. And I was going to align that liquidity engineering with the higher time frame one, okay? So when you look at this, you notice a liquidity free. Just by looking, you notice that the liquidity free aligned with. So you can put that there, your entry. Somebody could have put his entry right there. So now maybe I should go into the 1 minute. Now, after reviewing this trade, so my liquidity free was over here. But now there was something I did notice, and I have to put my entry now over here. So that was my liquidity free entry. And just I was going to wait for the market now to come and activate the entry. Okay. So now I was just being patient and waiting for the market. Remember, guys, you have to put a 15 pip up to 20 pip stop loss on these pairs sometimes. Now a 15 pip right there. But it was in the middle of night, so I had to put 20 pips exactly for me to be safe because of spreads, because of the Asian session market have very huge spreads. Okay. So now the market actually came and tapped my entry. As you can see, guys, almost a very zero drawdown entry, this one, okay? As you can see over there. How many pips are there? 0 point something pip, guys. That is zero drawdown, okay? So now the market moved and moved and moved and moved. So now basically we are up there. How many pips from where we have taken the entry? How many pips? 99 pips, guys. Okay, so almost 100. I have another trade which I did take at this gap right here for a specific reason. Can't expose it, can't talk about it, but maybe I should show you guys. So basically we had a gap, and on this gap I had a liquidity free over here. So I did take my trade based on that. Maybe I should cut and show you. My friends, how I did take that. Because you may want to know. Okay. So now when you look here, we have a liquidity free over here. Somebody can put it right here, but I did put over here. So that was your liquidity free, guys, and no disturbance, guys. So and I noticed this a little bit of a gap. So I did put my alarm above here. So when the market did come, I just executed and put my stop loss very tight. Okay. So now, supposing you have to wait for the market to come to your entry. Wait. So I did take my entry. Okay. So now my entry was activated at that point, okay? And the market moved and did take the second one there. So actually, I did have 2 trades on this pair, okay? As you can see, when this entry gave me a very small drawdown. How many pips? 1 pip drawdown, okay? Okay. Okay, I'm taking a look. Okay, so now I have an alert on gold, but forget about it. So I did take this trade also, and then the NZDUSD stopped me out. Also, I did talk about the trade which I did take on gold, but also I have this pair. This Ninja Link pair. When you go into the 1 hour, basically, and the truth is, guys, I didn't trade this pair. I missed it out. And also I missed this one. Okay. I missed it. all these two pairs, I missed their entries, guys. And that's the truth. The truth will always meant to be the truth. Forget about this one. But also, one thing to say, we are bearish on these pairs, okay? We are so bearish and expecting to sell. But I have not taken this trade for my own reason that I'm being patient, waiting to take a sell here and over here. But where do I'm expecting to take my sell point here. I'm taking here with the low risk. I mean with the low lot size, small lot size, okay? So now those are our trades today. And one thing to say, actually, I did tell you yesterday the silver is going to come into this area. And I didn't tell you why. I did tell you just you have to take your profits over here. But silver came to our last take profit, and now we are there. And we are waiting now for silver to give us a shift at this point over here. But if silver may come down, yeah, okay. Oh my lord, I've missed this entry. So sorry, I've missed it. But it's okay. Okay. I did miss it yesterday, and I said I'll forget about it. I will trade on a shift. So that's how I did take my trades. Also, there was a trade on GBPJPY also. There was a trade on GBPJPY. I did have a buying trade on GBPJPY, but that was not a very good trade. But what I was supposed to do, no, not what I was supposed to do. On this trade, what you have to do, I don't know to where you guys were supposed to do is that. And what did I do? I did have a buy, and the market breaking evened me because it was a bearish movement. Okay, so there was a trade actually at this point. Maybe I can do a recap on it, but I didn't take it and I didn't backtest it because the market, after breaking even me, I didn't have a lot of concentration, and it is what it is. So I'm telling you, we are going to a monthly area, and if we are there, I have no words to say again. So this area was, all of it was consumed already. So there was no other point of me going to analyze that area, okay? And so when you check at this point, this area, we have 2-point decisions. You have to take this liquidity flip over there, okay? Right here, this was your liquidity flip entry. This was your liquidity flip, and there are entries, guys, you can see on my templates that I have never even used them right here because they are not for the public. They are for the special class. So someone would have taken his entry over there, and somebody else maybe was waiting for this liquidity engineering. And I guess he missed it because the market never goes to the liquidity engineering when you have a liquidity flip. Also, we had another liquidity flip over here. So and the basic point to put your stop loss was here, okay? That is based on the rules of the liquidity flips and not based on the rules of the liquidity engineering. So if you did put your entry on this point, you was supposed to just chill out and wait. So you have 2 liquidity flips here and here. How many pips difference from this point to that one? Okay, 5 pips by 20 pips right there. That was your stop loss, and that's how you can put it. But you have to put your stop loss based on the above flip, this one. And that's where you have to put. You have to be, guys, very cautious and very careful when putting your stop loss, not just to put and put, okay? So also have to change these lines, these 2 lines, okay, into orange so that they can be known as, you have to log them, okay? So this was your entries, and when you go into the 15 minutes. I actually didn't even backtest this entry after the market did break even me. So let me see if the market will come. Okay, the market did take the last liquidity flip, and how many pips did it go? Let me see. So from there, how many pips? 3 pips. So by 15 pips, you were safe at the right point to put your stop loss. Okay, so now totally safe. Now that's the trade which is running. Okay, so we have broken the structure again. Let me see it in 1 hour if we have. Okay, we have broken the structure in 1 hour. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to take some trades on this point. But what should I say? It's just I have to be careful on taking this one. Let me try to do it now. So basically where I have to put my entry point, it's just going to be, okay, notice this one. So I'm going to look my entry point over here on this point. So now I'm going to take just my entry here. Okay, why not above here? Because when I have noticed the liquidity flip, just by looking, I've noticed it. Let me see if it's a true liquidity flip or just my eyes. Okay, so the market is not basically going to come over there. So if I have to look by now what the market is, this should be my entry point. Okay, and somebody else will take his entry based on the. Thank you. Okay, so somebody else would have taken his entry based on that point. And myself, I have not taken this trade because this trade, I've seen it. It's already there right now. Okay. No worries, okay. So now, that should be your entries. And this was just your normal liquidity engineering. But what can I say? I have to respect the areas of liquidity. By 15 pips, you'll be totally safe on this trade. And if the market knocks you out, it's fine, okay? Simple as that. It's fine. 15 pips right there. And then just play the price and wait the market to do it. What's going to do, okay? So now the market have tapped here, so just waiting to the market to come over to that point and take your trade. But what I'll tell you to take the trade, you have to take over that point. That's the best point. But this one, considering this one, the best part for you to take the trade, okay? Also, the market have reacted just on this point without even looking. That's the point the market have reacted, but don't worry about it. That's not your entry point. You have to wait the market to come to this area. No shit. So now, guys, sorry I didn't notice this. So we have a liquidity flip, okay? We're having a liquidity flip on this area right here. So this is your liquidity flip, guys. So now forget about this entry. Consider this entry right on, okay? So now when you go to the 1 minute to refine, you can observe something that you have to adjust. Now, even if the market didn't tap your entry, guys, that was your liquidity free basically, and you can take it. You have to take this one. You just have to take it. Okay, that was your liquidity free, and basically you would have marked over here correct position to mark your liquidity free. That's the point. Those guys who were stopped light were engineered as a liquidity on this portion. So now you basically have to know what the market is doing, okay? So now, guys, the entry have been activated and don't have to wait. So now, if you have missed the entry, it's time for you to take your re-entry. You are re-entry at this point. Now, go and sell right here, okay? if maybe you will miss this and by 15 pips, where to put your stop loss, guys. Maybe if somebody comes and see it later on. So as the same, just put your stop loss above here. And if the market topped you out, it's going to where? To tap this and sell, okay? So now, see you guys on the next session. I wish you happy and good trading after all. And thank you.